Hello, everyone. This is Nasser Qureshi, a realtor daddy from Houston, Texas, on my show Wisdom Wednesday. So I'm a licensed Texas real estate agent. I practice residential and commercial real estate, and I started this show to give value to real estate professionals and other people who are maybe interested in our information that we share with the public. I have a very, very special session lined up, a very special gentleman um, that is also my teacher and my mentor in the solar industry. This gentleman travels around the world, very hard to catch, and I was getting a lot of questions from different real estate agents, brokers, and title companies that many realtors do not like still the solar energy, and they have challenges and questions, and they come across in real estate transactions different scenarios, and what can we do? So I say, you know what, I'm going to bring the best of the best that I know in solar industry, and that is Mr. Julio Aquino, and ask him a few questions. And so Mr. Julio, thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule to be here. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, see you well, and you're looking great. And
Likewise, brother. Thank you so
thank you.
much. It's a pleasure it's a pleasure you know, to be here with you, brother.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me. So, this is going to be just a casual interview, and so we now in this session or later on in the YouTube, people who watch this can
Yep.
learn and things like that. So Julio, how long, tell us that where Julio is from.
Oh yeah. So I'm originally from the Dominican Republic. I'm an immigrant into this country.
Uh-huh.
I came to this country when I was about 7, 8 years old. And pretty much grew up here in the United States. So yes, I'm fully bilingual, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to be in this country and being able to achieve the level of success that I have at such an early age.
Fantastic. And a lot of hard work and a lot of learning for sure, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother, absolutely.
So how long have you been in the solar energy industry?
Um, Probably about total, give or take, about 7 years. Okay.
I see. And what got you into the solar energy industry?
Well, to be completely transparent with you, Nasir, I got started in the solar industry, in a very peculiar way. I wasn't even looking into it. I literally fumbled upon it. And when I stumbled upon the opportunity, I saw the incredible potential of this. And I said, oh my goodness, I have to get involved. I mean, no matter what, I had to get involved. And yeah, man, I was living comfortably, doing great, couldn't complain. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is an incredible opportunity. So,
Okay,
7 years down the road, here I am.
fantastic. And which company are you with, or you have your own company, Solar Energy, for the viewers to know?
Yeah,
It-
absolutely. So I am a co-founder of one of the largest sales organization in all of solar. Um, we're a little bit we're not even a year there yet, and we're breaking records. We're doing amazing. As my business partner and I, we co-own what is called Team Fast Insurance LLC, and we work for one of the biggest, if not the biggest, installer in all of the nation for solar.
Right, which I assume in your banner behind you on the virtual
Right.
background is Freedom Forever, right?
That is correct, Nasir. That is
Oh,
correct. It's freedom
and
forever.
and what were you doing before getting into the solar energy industry?
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of consulting work for network marketing companies, direct sales companies, okay? And
Mhm.
making good money, but I kind of wanted to build something for my own. I
Right.
did that before, right? But then I kind of took a little break on that, and then I started consulting for certain companies. And then, man, I'm so glad that I was able to stumble upon solar, literally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So and you mentioned, and I agree with you, right? But you're an expert. What makes the solar energy so great? You mentioned great words a few times. What
Yeah.
tell the viewer kindly, please.
Okay,
that what
so
solar energy makes it.
great question, by the way. So I'm going to share with each and every one of you that are watching this today, or excuse me, that are eventually going to be watching this on the, the social media channels. This is what caught my attention. So very rare you come across an opportunity where a new prospect, a new client has to invest new money, has to get new money, right? And get something like, for example, life insurance, right? If you want life insurance, you have to pay something new. It's not like you're obligated to pay that, right? For
Correct.
example, if you want, let's say you want an investment fund, right? You have to take out money out of your pocket and you have to do that as well, right? Different privilege, different things that you want. So in solar, this is what I saw. The homeowner already committed to paying the utility bill. They're committed to pay the electricity. Heck, I've helped thousands of families go solar and they all tell me the same. Hey, Julio, I pay my electric bill before I pay my mortgage. So they're already committed to making a monthly payment. Now, please pay attention. What if there was a way where there was a smarter, more savvy way for you to take that same amount of money that you're paying every single month, and for a fraction of that cost, you can allocate those funds and you can own your own energy, just like you own your own house, just like you own your own car, right? Just like you own yourself, right? Why not own your energy? Okay, so when you put those two things into perspective, right? People own their house, people own their cars, right? People own their investments, right? People own their properties, but they never own their electricity. So
Wow.
it now allows them to own their electricity. And then in addition to that, hey, you already paying, let's give you an example, $100 a month, right? For electricity. So for a fraction of $100 a month, now you can own your own energy. And then
Okay.
eventually, when you're done paying off those solar panels, your house is going to be completely free from an electric bill.
Okay. Yeah,
Pretty simple, wouldn't you agree?
this is amazing, that uh owning your own electricity, a lot of people cannot think of that, right? A lot of, like, I never thought of that myself. I said this is a matter of mindset. So for my current and the future viewers, I want to give a disclaimer that I am a certified solar advisor. It's on my website, is on my business card that I pass everywhere. And I want to thank Apricot, the company, and Julio Aquino that helped me to become a certified solar advisor with his organization and the company. And I still have a lot to learn from. So I noted, and this, as I mentioned, that this is being recorded and is going to go into uh, YouTube later on, things like that.
Yep.
So it like I have partnered with you as a member of your organization, and
Yes.
so you also give such an opportunity to somebody that who's interested in making some extra money, part-time, full-time. That is something also available, correct?
Yes, that is correct. So we have two different venues that you can choose, right?
Hmm.
If you want to do this part-time and make an average of 3 to 6 thousand bucks, right? Per homeowner that you help go solar, we have an option for that. However, if you're looking like yourself for full-time income, a full-time career, avenue where you can have endless and boundless opportunities as far as income potential and growth, we also have that as well. Okay, so just to give you an idea, brother. So this this system that my business partner and I would design, we created it for the average Joe, right? If you look at traditional solar, you only see a male driven industry, okay? Male driven industry. Why? Because you got to be knocking on doors, okay? There's dogs that are going to chase you. There's going to be homeowners that are going to be upset. Okay, they're going to pull guns on you, right?
Hmm.
I'm giving you the whole cold hard facts, right? And
Correct.
whenever you are a woman and you show up by yourself at night sometimes and you're knocking on a stranger door, you never know what you're going to expect on the other end of that door.
Hmm.
Okay. I know that you have the good intention as the individual, but you don't know what you're going to get from the back end of that door. Okay. So that's why it's more of a male driven industry. However, we decided to make that better and make a change, right? Make a completely 180-degree turn, right? In that industry where we can have women start taking part of the next wealth trend that is solar. Okay. This
Okay.
is unbelievable because now you're able to do this through a Zoom call, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're able to do such an amazing job because you're doing it virtually and you can do it virtually from anywhere in the world that you want to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do business all over the world. When I'm traveling, I'm helping homeowners go solar. And sometimes I'm in South America. Sometimes I'm in Central America. Sometimes I'm in the Caribbean, right? Sometimes I'm on the East Coast, West Coast, right? And I'm helping homeowners go solar, and I do it through a Zoom call. I mean, don't you just love technology? Either I do it through Zoom or Google Meet. So that's the beauty of this business. You are able to, whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, right? Hey, if you're knocking it out of the park, you have a kick butt career, amazing. Continue what you're doing. But there's a lot of people right now that they're struggling. Okay. The economy is really tough, man. Have you been grocery shopping lately? Have you pumped gas in your car lately?
Very expensive.
All right.
Everything is, brother.
Everything is through the roof, right?
Too
And
much,
people
yeah.
are picking up gigs, right? People are picking up side jobs, side hustles to make up where they're lacking, right? So now you're already sick and tired of that full-time job. You're tired of that boss trying to beat down your neck so you can meet the, ends meet and meet your goals, right? Well, listen, why not pick up something on the side that you can do in your own time, that you can build for yourself, that you can build for your families, right? That you can start creating something new, generational, that you can pass down to your generations, right? And you own it, and just give it a few hours a week and have the potential of making so much money. So I'm going to share with you, right? I hope a gentleman come into this business, right? I had the privilege of working with him, and I remember his first deal. Okay, his first deal was a $47,000 commission. His first deal was split the
Wow.
halfway. Was split the two ways. Okay, so that's what's so beautiful about this opportunities. That's what's so beautiful about this business. We have people that are making in one sale what majority of America is making, okay, in the entire year. The
Yeah.
entire year to date, we have people that are making it here in one deal. So, hey, if this might be for you, this might not be for you. Okay. But hey, what if it's true? What if you can make that average that I just shared with you?
Right.
How will your life change by earning an extra few $1,000s a month by working something part time and just referring people? And you referring it to our solar advisors, right? That are going to take care of your client, number one. We're going to treat them with integrity, with honest and respect. Okay. We're going to take care of them. And then in addition to that, all right, we're always going to do the right thing by them. And then we're going to pay you. We're going to reward you for it. Okay. And then if you want to look at this into full time and make a career move and make a commitment, okay, to this new opportunity, man, I'll tell you, it's going to be the greatest decision that you're going to ever make in your life. I guarantee you that.
Thank you, Julio. So you have given consultation and you have helped people with solar systems and over the Zoom from your home or comfort
Yeah.
throughout the United States, correct? I want the
Correct.
viewers to know that
Correct.
how big how big is the operation?
Yeah.
Or
So,
or it
so,
can be how big is the operation and how big is the freedom forever and
mm,
you and how big is your team? So I
yeah.
want the viewers to know and understand that.
Yeah, so right now, just to give you an idea, Freedom Forever is the number one largest residential installation solar company in the nation. Okay.
Mhm.
They've done over $3 billion in solar projects. Okay. And it's not the numbers, right? Because the numbers, yeah, they're impressive. But that's not really what impresses me, right? You got to look what's behind the numbers, right? You have to look what's going on behind the machine, right? Like, oh, all this great stuff that's happening, right? But in addition to that, you got to look at, hey, what's really getting done? Well, number one, they are the only company in the nation that offers not only a 25-year production guarantee, but also, okay, on top of that, a money back guarantee. Okay. All
Yes.
right. So, meaning that if the system that they design, for X or Y, Z reason, it fails to underproduce what they promised that they contractually did, right? Then
Hmm.
listen, hey, if you get a bill from the utility company, they're going to refund that for you. Okay. All right. We're the only company that does that. Now, in addition to that, also, Nasir, they only use W-2 employees. All their
Wow.
installers or all the people that are getting on the roof, they're W-2 employees. So what? Hey, if something happens in the installation and that person is a subcontractor, right?
Hmm.
And that subcontracting company doesn't have workman's comp or doesn't have insurance, right? Guess who's liable for that? The homeowner is, right?
Yes.
So with freedom, right, you know that you're getting the number one best company in the nation. By the way, 99% customer satisfaction rating. That's unheard of. I mean, that's incredible, right? So you have to take into consideration all of this little tips, right? Little facts, right, about the company that they're letting you know that, hey, we're doing the right thing for everybody.
Julio, to be honest with you, that what really convinced me. I was a solar believer since 2015, okay?
Yep.
But that really convinced me, having my law background as a senior litigation paralegal.
Yep.
And for 14, 15 years, all I did was litigate, litigate, litigate before getting the real estate license.
Yep.
I used to sue people for 9 to 5 for a living under the supervision of lawyers, right? So
Yep.
when I saw that video, which I will play shortly,
Yep.
when I saw that video where publicly a big company is saying 25 years production guarantee, and now I have a legal document as a certified solar advisor from that company, is beautiful. It does not get better than that.
Very
And
true.
we have a couple of live guests over here. I want to take an opportunity to request them to say hello, introduce them to our, and let them know it's being recorded. It's going to go on YouTube.
Yep.
So we have Carol here and Frank here. Please unmute yourself, possibly the camera if it's um, tell us that where are you from, what do you do for a living, and where are you joining us from? Carol, please. Mr. Frank. Hey, Frank.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you, see you well. Frank, yes, he is very popular, known owner of Home Inspector company and an engineer, very known person. Thank you for your time. Tell us from your own in your own words. Mr. Frank is going to go on YouTube also later on, and then we'll market it as well. Tell us, what do you do? Where you from?
Hi, my name is Frank Irfan. I am a professional engineer and a home inspector from almost 10 years. And running my company is Texas Inspection Professional around Houston and surrounding cities. So I have a team of 4 inspectors. They go out around on the road to do inspections. So I manage the company. That's all I do. Simple. Nothing much,
And
nothing big.
thank you for introduction. Thank you for joining us and your time. And Frank, Mr. Frank, you do residential and commercial?
Yes, we do both.
Okay. And it's state of Texas or other states as well?
The state of Texas only, but right now I just Houston and surrounding cities. I'm trying to expand, but maybe in the future. Time goes
Now,
by.
in your profession as a home inspector, you came across some questions about the solar, right?
Yes, yeah, sometimes
Okay.
people ask, yeah,
And
especially with limited homes, it's a good idea.
yeah, I
Recommend that.
can't wait till we ask our expert special guest Julio for those mechanical questions, right? I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. Miss Carol, welcome to the Winston Wednesday. What do you
Thank
do?
you.
Where you from? Thank you.
I am in the city of Houston, Houston, Texas,
That's
and the
right.
state of
The H Town, baby.
H
Yes.
yeah,
Town.
the Big H.
There you go. Okay. What do you
Absolutely.
do?
You know what? I do a number of things. But my number one thing that I do is I'm a consultant, and I've worked as a consultant in the past. I've worked in healthcare. I've worked in so many different capacities, and I still work in a lot of capacities. But right now, my main focus is solar, getting people introduced and getting people back into nature. Um, and I tell people, I'm a member of the group. Okay, first of all,
Mhm.
and I have been dibbling and dabbling in solar since 2022. So
Okay.
I'm not exactly brand new. I started out with Lumio, Sunrun, and so I got an earful of apricot solar, and I said, let me go over and see what they're doing. And so I joined, and very excited about it. Want to get as much as I can get, all the nuggets, all the jewels, all the gems that you got to offer. I want it. Okay.
Fantastic.
Because people have got to raise their awareness and come into consciousness of real, true energy, where it comes from. And I believe this is it right here.
Thank you so much. So now I'm going to ask our guest, so our special guest, and Mr. Julio is very knowledgeable when it comes to solar. He's seen almost all the scenarios when it comes to so let me start with the stereotypes about the solar, right? We have good, bad, and the ugly. Okay, so number one is, do we put lien on the house by putting solar? And that's the number one.
Yeah, great question, Nasir. That's always the elephant in the room. People sometimes don't understand how that works. So majority of solar companies do put a liens on people's homes when they do panels, right? Depending on the programs that they choose. However, um, from my understanding, Freedom does not. Okay. What we do is we run what is called an unsecured program where they don't require to actually put the lien on the property. The lien is on the panel itself. Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you. And number two is, and I'm telling you, some realtors, and I have some close friends, and I respect them and I love them as a friend and as a professional realtor. Some of the real estate individuals and other people, they're of the opinion that
Mhm.
it does not increases the value. So what is your professional opinion by having this? And we have a home inspector as well here, right?
Yeah.
So in your professional opinion,
Mhm.
does solar panel system, having the solar panel system, increases the value of the property and the real estate?
So it's like everything in life, right? You have to find out an expert on how to work that. I've heard people that, hey, it didn't help the property value, it didn't do this, it didn't do that, right? But there are government studies that back that up, right? Like you
Mhm.
can go to energy.gov and you can see there was a study that actually done that has showed that homeowners actually, when they switch to solar, their value increases anywhere between to 10 to 17% more, right?
Mhm.
So, that's definitely a plus for the homeowner to understand that, okay?
Okay.
Because their home will eventually go up in value with the purchase of solar.
Okay. And t- tell me, let's say we have a house. Let's say I'm a realtor. I am a realtor, and I have a listing, and with a solar panel system, and it's on the market, and we have a serious buyer is really interested
Mhm,
in buying the house, but not interested in the solar system. So
mhm.
what options? This is a main big question in the realtors world. Okay,
Sure.
what realtor or the people involved in this scenario can do in your knowledge?
Yeah, so as far as my knowledge goes and what I've seen clients do, right? I can speak out of their experience. They normally package the entire property with the solar system, whether they want it or not. That's option number one. Option number two is that, hey, the homeowner takes care of the cost, right? And if they don't want the panels, hey, they don't want the panels. But in most cases, Nasir, what I've seen is that people, they already know that their electric bill is going to continue to go up no matter what. They're going to have to pay. So people are become, like Carol said, more conscious, more aware, right? On, hey, if I got to pay $100 a month for electricity, why not pay 50 and I own it? Okay. Why not pay
Right,
50 and I own it? So in that case, right, what I will say is always present the most viable option to the homeowner where it's going to be at the best interest at all parties involved. Because a lot of homeowners, they're making their decision based on not having 100% of the information about solar. Okay. They're hearing the
correct.
nightmare stories. They're hearing, hey, I was supposed to not get a bill from someone. Now I'm getting double bill. Listen, if you're getting that, someone didn't do their job correctly, right? It's like if you went ahead and you hire someone to put to put a roof in your house, but instead of getting a roofing contractor, you got in and you got someone that does toilets. You
Right.
know what I mean? Your roof
Yeah,
is not going to look pretty good. Okay. So you have to make sure that, you are getting the right information from the right individual and you're getting 100% of the information, right? Before you make that decision. And what I've seen in most cases is that a lot of homeowners are super happy. And whenever it comes time for them to sell the house, they sell the house with the panels and they get more money. And in addition to that, they transfer that payment to the new homeowner as well.
right. And I'm going to help you here, but I'm not going to help you incorrectly, but I'm going to help you correctly. Being a myself realtor and a certified solar advisor,
Yeah.
real estate agents are known or should be taking all kinds of education and CE classes and things like that, so they can able to give value to their clients. And
Mhm.
the realtor to realtor, that's what this is actually about for their services.
Mhm.
I believe that if there's a problem with the solar energy system or the rest of the real estate agent, I think the real estate agent probably involved in the transaction was not able to give value and information. If we build a value and information to in the transaction, so the buyer would be like, yeah, I want this. Who doesn't want value? Who doesn't want it? Who doesn't want lower electric bill instead of paying high electric bill and
I agree.
right? So I think that's where that's where the gap is. I see, things like that. And please feel free, Miss Carol and Mr. Frank, drop in if you have any questions. It's an open forum, open mic. Feel free to ask any questions you like. And so I received a call from a friend of mine who owned actually, and it was someone's sold him a solar system 2 years ago, and he called them. His solar panels were not working well. 6 of them were not coordinating with each other, and he was calling them. That solar company doesn't exist no more. And I could not help him. I said, I only stand behind freedom forever. So you have a lot of people that has problems with solars and things like that. Have you heard of those before? I'm not with the freedom forever. That's why I like
Yeah, so can you hear
years
me?
of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay,
Can you
perfect. Yeah,
shed some light on that or opinion on that?
yeah, so one of the great things about freedom is that, they're gonna help that client. They're making a commitment for that client for the next 25 years, right? So our job actually begins when the solar goes on the roof, right? Or Freedom's job goes in once they get the solar system in the roof. Now, regarding to that situation with your friend that happened, my recommendation would be to have that homeowner contact the manufacturer of the panels to see if they can help them, right? And going back to what you were saying, as far as realtors and having 100% of the information. Well, Nasir, quick question: you had to pass a state exam in order to get your license, right?
Of course.
Absolutely. Last time I checked, no one has to take an exam to pass a state exam to get their solar license.
Yeah.
Okay, it's literally the Wild Wild West. That's why you're seeing so many nightmare stories, okay,
Right.
of homeowners that go solar that they got screwed, okay, that they got promised, everything, and now they're not happy with their entire solar experience. Of course, you're going to create bad experiences whenever that happens, right? But
Right.
I'll give you an example, right? You're happily married, right, Nasir? You love your
I
wife.
am.
All right,
Yes.
now let me ask you something. When you were young, when you had your first girlfriend, how old were you?
Yes.
How old
And
were you when you had your first girlfriend?
probably teens. Yeah.
Teens, right?
Yeah.
You're not with her. You broke up with her. Something happened, but that didn't make you want to quit and give up on your wife. Because if not, you would not have your wife and your beautiful family that you have today. So it's
Yes.
the same thing that I tell people. Just get the right information. You have to do your due diligence. Become aware of this. Like Carol was saying, you have to become more aware of how government programs are available to you, how different programs are available to you, how different fundings are available to you, how different incentives are available to you for you just going solar. But it's like if you were gonna tell me this, if the homeowner is gonna tell me, hey, listen, Julio, I am tomorrow I'm calling my utility company and I'm gonna call and I'm gonna cancel my electric bill because I can't stand enjoying my AC. I can't stand eating my hot meal. I can't stand, if I'm gonna have a beer, have a really nice cold beer, right? I don't like my amenities at home, and I'm going back to the cave era, right? Where you had a candle, all right, and a bonfire for you to do everything. If that's your scenario, then solar's not for you. But if you're gonna start using electricity, you're gonna continue to use electricity, then solar's the smart way to go, man. Solar's the smart way to go. It's the savvy way to go. You're already
Right.
spending the money. Might as well just put that money back into your pocket. I was helping a homeowner the other day. They told me that their bill was $300 some dollars a month, and they've been living in the house for almost 30 years. If you just do the math and you put it at $200 a month, right? In the past 30 years, they paid over $60,000 just in electricity cost. For a fraction of that cost, they would have owned their own solar system and wouldn't have to worry about paying electricity again. So you tell me, what's the smarter way for you, okay, to get solar? I mean, to get your energy. Do you want to continue paying these monopoly companies, right?
Right.
That are always going to continue to increase your rates. Hey, listen, it's inflation. You're going to have to pay it. There's just no if or buts about it, right?
Right.
Well, what if there's no smarter way? You know, I always, when I'm talking to clients, I always share with them the Henry Ford story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always share the Henry Ford story. Henry Ford had the idea at the perfect time. He saw where people were going to be driving cars to work. Well, here comes someone galloping in their horse, right? And they're like, yep, that's not going to work, right? That's not going to work. And look at now. So I'm going to ask you, Carol, Frank, Nasir, when's the last time that you saw someone in America or rural America, right?
Right.
Driving a horse to work.
No, not even in a Houston rodeo.
That's right. Not even in the Houston rodeo. So
I was gonna say it's the rodeo in Houston. I've seen them, but
Yes. So, Mr. Julio, can I
a while
ask you,
otherwise.
if you can be kind enough to show one of the analysis, with the grid and solar? I think is open. You can have the control of the screen. Can you show
yeah,
some one of the bills, like, first tell the viewers what is free solar energy analysis is, that what we do, okay? Whether it costs or not to any homeowner, okay? What is solar energy analysis? And can you show that to our viewers for the now and the future, so they can see some value, what that is? And then maybe I will ask you, the next thing that you can show probably is our software Aurora, and some the Aurora software, and how that will look like, and that what it looks. I think it's pretty cool, and I think I want to give more value to our viewers for now and future. So please,
yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. Let me share that with you guys, okay?
Okay.
Just want to omit the
What I'm going to do, meanwhile, I'm going to prepare, I'm going to share a 5 minutes video. Okay. And
yeah, if you can, I can share that with you now, and then we can play the video at the end.
yeah,
Okay?
sure.
So we
Please,
can
that'll be great. I want Mr. Frank to see that, and Carol,
Yep,
that
so here you go.
document. I think there you go. You got it, sir.
Perfect. So I'm going to give you an explanation real briefly. Okay. So this is a homeowner that we help go solar. Okay. So if you look at it here on the left quadrant, right on the left side, is an old electric plant. So this is what they're currently paying for electricity. Okay. So the right side, right, is their new solar plant. So basically their solar panels. So they're renting and paying their energy bill forever, and they're paying an average of $465 a month. What we were able to do is we were able to eliminate that 465 a month, and now they have a fixed monthly solar bill system bill of $230 a month. Okay, so we're saving them about $230, $235 every month. Now, what that 465 bill in the next 30 years, this is what it's going to look like. This is what their bill after solar, after 30 years, is going to look like. This is how much money they're going to pay the utility company over the next 30 years if they continue to do the same thing. Now, Nasir, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Expecting different result. Yeah.
You're going to keep paying that money no matter what. Now, Frank, what if I'll give you an option where you're paying $320,000 over the next 30 years versus you having the option and the choice where you get to now own your energy, and instead of you paying $320,000 to the utility company over the next 30 years, you were only paying $81,289, and then you get to own your energy. Which one you feel is the smarter choice, the smarter way, the most savvy way for you and your family to enjoy electricity?
Of course, yeah, solar is of course better.
It's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. Now, watch
Numbers
this.
don't lie. Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. In the next 30 years, this is how much we save that we're going to save that homeowner. This is the government credit that they'll qualify for. This is the value increase that they get. Now, remember, it's the government studies 10 to 17%. So we use the low end part, right? 10%. Okay. And as you can see here, this is the total financial liability that they're going to have over the next 30 years if they decide not to do anything and stay with their utility company. So that's what we call it, the cost of doing nothing, right? And this is their total financial benefit that they're going to receive over the next 30 years by switching over to solar.
Yeah. cost of doing nothing. I like that.
Right, the cost of doing nothing. Right?
There is a cost of doing nothing. Yes,
Absolutely, and
a
three hundred
lot of
thousand
cost of
dollars.
doing
That's
nothing.
about that. You know, that's a new home for some people, right? All right,
Exactly.
that's a
Will you
tuition
be
for
able to show
someone.
us Aurora? Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So let me show you Aurora. Let me
And viewers, I wanted the viewers to know this, that Aurora is a program, very expensive software, what NASA uses, and we use it too, our company, and that's where we designed the system. It's pretty cool, and
So this is the system that we use. Okay, so this is our
I think
system.
Mr. Frank will enjoy this part really much.
Yep. So this is our system, right? So as you can see here, this is a homeowner that I helped go solar. And as you can see, we're able to design a system for his home. Now, this is a proprietary software, okay, that, man, it does it all. It's like an all-in-one total included where you have an incredible experience, right? Now, if you look at it here, let me show you. All right, give me 1 second. If you look at it here, I can show the homeowner the view of their home and how is it going to look with solar, the different angles, right? All right. I can also show them what the radiance of and the effectiveness of what that system is going to be. In addition to that, I can show them the LiDAR technology. Okay. And I can also show them how the sun is going to rotate around their home. Okay. Look how beautiful that is.
Yes,
I mean,
pretty
it's
cool.
an incredible system. It's an incredible software. And this software is what truly makes everything go around. Okay, because now the homeowner gets to see what their system is going to look like. And remember, it's personalized, all right? And you're getting a white glove service with us, right? Because we're taking care of you and we're showing you how everything is going to work down to the T. All right. And we're able to even meet standards of county ordinances in different counties because remember, we're in 34 different states. Okay. So in addition to that, we have to make sure that we're abiding by all the rules and regulations that each county has. So, you know, that is a logistical nightmare when people try to do this. But the great thing about Freedom is that they have it down packed. And as you can see here, everything is accounted for. Everything is accounted for. So that's why I love this software. And I trust me, I've worked with so many in my solar career, right? And by far, I believe Aurora is by far, the absolute best. Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing this. I appreciate it. And
Yep.
yeah, I really do like the Aurora. And look, I'm a busy man, just like everybody else. I have a family. I have a real estate business, and family with special needs, and write books and community involvement, things like that. Anyone, and Mr. Frank is very busy. If you follow Mr. Frank is everywhere. When I grow up, Mr. Frank, I want to be like you, in a business way. Not and not I'm talking about in any or age or something like that. You are the king of networking. Everybody knows Mr. Frank, and he likes to have fun and business. He's everywhere, and so I need to work on that myself. But anyone, someone like busy person like Mr. Frank, or anyone that is wants to, let's say, partner up, okay, in being busy, right? And can a busy person still work with us in the team? Or and what's the cost of, second thing, can we do this on part-time, a busy person? A lot of people, they say, you know what, I'm too busy, man, I'm too busy, and things like that. So can you touch on the busy part thing?
Yeah, absolutely. We love busy people. Okay. You know why? Because they don't got time to waste. I don't have time to waste. Okay. So I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? And I'm glad that, Frank, thank you so much for sharing your success with your company. All right. We're super excited for you. And I hope that you continue to grow. But hey, let me ask you something. Okay. Um, you say you have about 40 employees, right? 40
Four.
oh, four. Okay, four.
I wish. I wish I had
Four. All right,
40.
okay, good. Four. So that's fine. We'll go with four, right? So so counting you, it's about five. So how many homes are you actually touching per se, on a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis, around 10.
Okay, on 10, around 10. Is that per
Not together.
not together or each individual? About 10
No,
homes?
altogether, 10, 12 altogether.
Okay, 10 to 12. Okay, so let's call it 10, okay? So that's 10 homes that you're talking to, right? So now watch this. You're already in this homeowner's home, right? You're in this customer's home. They trust you. Okay, you're taking care of them. Okay. Now let me ask you something. Are they all paying their electric bill?
Say again, sorry. I am multitasking.
You're fine. They're all paying their electric bill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. They're all paying their electricity bill, right? Now, will you be opposed if you refer one or some of those clients and they go solar with us? Okay. And we take care of them, just like you're taking care of them. You're treating them right. You're helping them. All right. Will you be opposed that if you referred over those people to Nasir and Nasir helped them, and for every homeowner that goes solar with us, we'll give you up to $1,000. Will you be opposed to that?
Yeah.
Of course, right? You love it. Now, just let's say out of those 10 homes that you're going to, you refer those 10 people and only half of them went solar. That's $5,000 a week that you just created extra stream of income for your business. And you didn't have to do anything. All you had to do is just do a warm introduction. You know, hey, Mr. Customer, I already took care of your home with your inspection. I have my trusted solar advisor, Nasir Qureshi. He's going to take care of you on all your solar needs. That's it. All you did is make that soft handoff, right? Well, as soon as they go solar, we're going to pay you up to $1,000, okay?
Yeah.
And that's our beginning program. That's our beginning program at $1,000. So if you look at it, right, potentially you have an extra $20,000 a month that you can be earning by just referring the people that you're already in contact with, the people that you're already talking to over to Nasir. You see how beautiful this business is? Everybody wins. Everybody wins. The homeowner wins because they save money on solar. Okay. You win because you created an additional revenue stream, right? And also Nasir wins, right? Because he also makes some really good commissions. And in addition to that, the planet wins because you're helping with emissions.
What I really, and that is available, that option, the minimum basic plan of affiliate referral, anyone can do that. That is available to anyone in the United States, anyone. So can you for our future now, can you play the 5 minutes video? I think that'll be, or would you like me
you
to
can
play?
Go ahead and play. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead. I'll play.
Yeah,
No
brother,
problem. Give me just a second. So there you go. This is my solar page, solarusa.info, and I'm gonna do.
Hey there, Dave Bengal, founder and CEO of Apricot Solar. You know, with over 100 million single-family homes in the US and less than 3% having solar, the opportunity over the next couple of years as another 20 to 30 million Americans go solar is unprecedented. In fact, over the next decade, Apricot will produce over 1,000 solar millionaires as this transition happens from fossil fuels to renewable, and the largest wealth transfer in history occurs. So how is this possible? It's possible because Apricot has the lowest pricing in the nation on solar direct to the consumer. The second thing is we deliver the most value with our partnerships with Vivint Smart Home and Freedom Forever and premium products. Nobody can deliver more value at the price that we do to the homeowner. And thirdly, it's our customer service creating a 5-star customer experience. So how can you participate? Well, the way you can participate is by joining Apricot in a couple of different ways. You may want to join as a solar advisor and actually join our team, learn and go through our training program and become a solar expert that converts homes to renewable energy. For some, this could be a six-figure or even multiple six-figure income. And for leaders in our industry, it could be a seven-figure annual income. Converting homeowners to solar customers, either in-home face-to-face or even selling virtually from the comfort of their own home. Another way to join is as an affiliate. And what this looks like is you're not going to change anything you're doing. Maybe you're a full-time realtor, or you're a mortgage broker, or another professional sales career. We are not trying to get you to quit your job and join Apricot. We want to partner with you because here's what we know. You've got probably 100 strong relationships conservatively, and those people have 100 strong relationships. That's 10,000 people. A percentage of those folks are going to go solar in the next 12 months for sure. Let's say conservatively 1%. Probably more like 2, 3, or even 5%. 1% of 10,000 people is still a lot of homeowners going solar. Switching to solar is a no-brainer. With inflation rising higher and higher and no end in sight, and the cost of fuel and energy raising year over year, homeowners are getting squeezed with rising utility costs. It's no surprise so many homeowners are switching to solar so they can lock in their rates and have immediate savings of 20 to 30%, and in some states as much as 50% of their annual energy costs. And my question to you is, who do you want them to buy solar from? Do you want them to buy from a company that does not care about the customer, is going to give them a poor experience, and is going to charge them as much as possible? No. Of course you want to take care of your friends and family, and you want to make sure that they don't overpay, they get what they need, and they have a great experience. So how does it work? You can participate in two ways. The first way, come on board as a solar advisor. Take our 4-week Academy course and learn everything you need to know to become an expert in the home. Your average solar commission is going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. The second way to participate is as an affiliate. When you refer someone from your network and simply make a warm introduction, you will get half of that commission. So with doing 10% of the work, you can literally earn half of a solar commission. With inflation and job displacement caused by the pandemic, there's never been a stronger focus on the gig economy. Everyone we know has got something going on the side. Whether you're driving cars for a living, delivering food, renting out a room in your house, everyone is looking for a way to bring extra income into their home. And what you need to know is there is no better side gig than referring homeowners to go solar. There is no affiliate program, there is no part-time job, and there's no app that will pay you more than Apricot Solar for referring homeowners to go solar. So what's next? You might be thinking one of three things. The first one is, Dave, I'm ready to go. Put me on the team. Or number two, you might be thinking, hey, I've got some questions. I need a little bit more information first. Or three, maybe it's not for you or the right time for you, but you're thinking of someone that you want to refer. And what I want to tell you guys is there's no question off limits. We have a very transparent culture that I'm super proud of. The more you look into Apricot, the better we look. So get back to the person that referred you to this video, and they can help you get all the information that you need. And I look forward to welcoming you to the team.
Great. I try to tell my competition. It sounds weird, but my competition, other real estate agents, this is for me being a solar advisor. That's another way for me to have another reason to have conversation with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing an open house, and the gentleman walked in. He looked at the sign, open house signs. On the streets, they came and looking for the house, and I said, look around, things like that. Have any question, let me know. And he told me he's working with an agent. And sure, I said no problem, and we continued to talk. And in the conversation, I found out, I asked him, does he like his electricity bill? Very simple question, right? Frank, what do you think? Is it polite or impolite or improper to ask this question to anyone? Do you like your electricity bill?
No, it's okay. It's okay, you can ask. Yeah, pretty simple question, yeah.
Yeah, and he said he doesn't like his electricity bill. No one does. So
nobody does.
Yeah, no one does. And then the conversation took over, and then we continued, and he turned out to be a big fan of solar system, Julio, and he was visiting from Georgia, and he introduced me to 30, 40 people of his ethnicity, created a group in WhatsApp, introduced me to 40 people that buying new construction houses in Georgia and here in Houston, Texas. And now I got like 40, 50 referrals from one conversation that I did in an open house in Sugarland, Texas.
Wow.
So, that's another great, that's just generating leads, right? My fellow friends and realtors, they ask me this question, how to generate leads for real estate. Is a very competitive industry, real estate, very competitive, right?
Very true.
Like every third or fourth person in town is a realtor. Good for them. I love it, good for Mr. Frank, right? Business too, right? So now I have services to offer to the real estate agents as well, like Mr. Frank does for home inspection. I have now I can offer them solar services to the real estate agent. So it just adds value, right?
Very true. That's right.
And we are in last 8 minutes. Mr. Frank, do you have any questions for us? Give us some questions, Mr. Julio. Any kind of you may or may not have. Please let us know, Mr. Frank.
The question I have in my mind, I know you guys are already know so many people asked before as well. Only two questions. The realtors, when I talk to realtors about the solar houses with the solar, they said it is not good in sale. Like people don't buy the houses with the solar system because still don't have as much trust on the solar system, because so many companies, it's not kind of a regulated industry so far. Everybody is doing a solar system. Like sometimes people stops working and failing, so still don't have a good trust on the solar. So one thing, and second thing is that when they're selling the house, they don't know how to deal with the solar. So when I talk to them, still the solar industry people don't have a good answers, no good education. They need to know more, they learn about more. The second thing is that how the second thing I forgot, actually I was thinking something, I will tell you about later, but this is the main question. People still don't have a trust on this, and they don't want to have a solar system in their house. Even I want to install a solar system in my brand new house, but my realtor said you could have problem when you're selling the house. I say, and anyway, it's a leased property, so I'm not very much worried about to have a solar or not. But only thing is that if the realtor is not satisfied, nobody else can be satisfied, because everybody who buying the house, they ask the first question from the realtor. So realtors are the first person who they ask, should I go for buy the house with the solar, or should I prefer house not to with solar? So this is a question. I know you're going to, people ask, but until I am not satisfied, I cannot convince anybody. So how it works, like there is so many companies, so many ads are coming. Somebody says the government give a free rebate. So how you can differentiate, like a 25 years, how are you standing behind your solar system? That's the problem, is that 25 years we are with the company, and in the next 5 years, you don't know. You guys are not Samsung, LG, or something, the big companies which people know, not even a Tesla, right? People can trust on these people, but how can trust a new company? Everybody's selling solars now. What is the difference you can create and you bring the freedom or this company?
Yeah, the difference is that we're willing to show and be completely transparent with that homeowner. Okay. Like we take that homeowner step by step. We show them exactly what they're getting. So it's like, for example, you going in and, hey, for example, you're selling a home. You take that homeowner and you tour the house, right? You show them what that's going to be. You share with them the amenities. You show them the benefits, the features, right? And then you show them what the history of that house is. We're willing to take our time and educating that client. That's where we set ourselves apart, right? Everyone is trying to sell and solar. We have a completely different spin. We want to educate the client first. Okay, that's our job. We want to educate you. All those questions, we have an answer for them, right? We educate you on all of that. Then once you have 100% of the information, then guess what? Now you're ready to make an educated and sound decision on whether solar is good for you or not. Okay? All right? But you have to know the facts, right? Hey, don't take it from me. Trust what I'm telling you, but go ahead and verify it. Go look at the government studies. Go look at all the test trials, right? That's been done. Okay? All right? And you're seeing that majority of people are getting a great experience when solar is done right in their home. Okay, now listen, it's a construction project. Things are going to happen, right? It's a construction project. All right. However, knowing that you're working with a company that stand behind the word and you're working with someone like Nasir, right, that's going to do his job and make sure that you are being taken care of is the most important thing, because he's looking out for you and for your best interest. Not only for his commission, right? We're all here to make money. We're all here to help one another. Okay. But there's a right way of doing things. We don't believe into doing it the wrong way, right? We don't believe in price gouging. We don't believe in none of that. We're here to help out that client save big, but do it the right way. I say it all the time. Sell solar like if you're selling to your mom, right? Okay. So you have to make sure that you get all the right informations before you do that. And a good suggestion is like sometimes realtors don't know. A good investment from the homeowner or the person that's looking for a home is to get a green realtor. Okay, people that are very knowledgeable on the different incentives that are available to homeowners that own solar. Okay, there's different angles. Remember, this is something brand new. I call it the new gold rush, but even bigger. Okay, because not everyone is willing to go out there and pick up a pick and an axe, right, and start digging holes, right? But guess what? Everyone pays electricity. Everyone pays electricity. Everyone has a utility bill. Okay. So it's not if or but when we're able to make that changeover. You heard it from our CEO, Dave Bengal, right, on our video. Okay. From Apricot, like the footprint is amazing. Less than 3% of homeowners have solar. Out of 100,000 homes, that's 97 million opportunities that we have in our hand. Okay. Let's say that only 1%, we only get 1% market share on that. That's over 9 million homeowners that we're going to help go solar. I don't know about you, Frank, but I'm excited about helping 9 million homeowners switch to solar in the next 5 years. I'm excited about that.
Great question, Mr. Frank. And that's a common question. I get it too, right?
Yeah.
And a very common question. And it has to do with lack of education. Okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I want to share this with you with all of it. Very common sense. If everybody has full education about solar today, then I am out of the business for the solar. I'm going to go look for something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So vacuum of lack of education today gives an opportunity for me to serve people for it. Did I phrase it correctly, Mr. Julio?
Yeah.
Say it again. Your voice is breaking.
The lack of education about solar system, there's a vacuum. Okay, there's a vacuum. There's a need for it. Okay. If everybody is fully 100% educated about solar system, then I'm out of job, out of the business.
That's right.
For the solar business. But on the contrary, the way it is right now, there is lack of education and trust about the solar energy system for the home ownership. This gives me an opportunity to serve people. That's what I said, Mr. Frank.
Right.
You see? And by giving service with honesty and integrity, it gives me a reward. And it's to other. So there's an opportunity for that. And last, you missed that part, Mr. Frank. I looked it up. This company, I have a legal background as a litigation paralegal. I have tools that, as a litigation paralegal, that very, in the legal settings that people have that. I looked this company up and everything for about 1 year before I say yes to it. Freedom Forever now, this past few months, is ranked #1 solar energy company in the entire United States of America out of 10,000 solar companies plus in the US. Tesla is #3. And what this what really had made me sold is I'm about to show you this last 2 minutes and then we're done this video. By the way, you meet a lot of realtors, Mr. Frank, correct?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes.
And you've been doing what you do as a home inspector for many years. How many years?
10 years.
Okay, 10 years in Texas.
Yeah. Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you a very small and comfortable question. How often do you come across a real estate agent that is a real estate agent as well as certified in solar industry or somewhat an expert?
So you are the only one, of course.
Good. Yeah. So, and then I want to share this with you. What I did extra mile. It's a value. I believe in giving value to people, but I'll share this with you. There are 40,000 realtors in Houston, Texas plus. According to my knowledge and database that I have access, only 25 of them out of Houston has this, and I'm one of those 25. There are over 2 million plus realtors in the United States, and only 2,000 approximately have this. But my education does not stop. I became certified solar advisor with Freedom Forever and Apricot before getting this. You know, and this last 2 minutes video that really did it for me, and I think an educated person like yourself, Mr. Frank, would really like this. Let me see video. So, can you see my screen, Julio, or no?
Yes.
No,
You
we
can't?
can't see your screen.
Oh,
No.
Okay, let me share this. This is 2 minutes video, and Mr. Frank, this video that I'm about to show you, and for my viewers in the future, this video really did it for me, and that puts me to the rest and calm and peace with about this. There you go, 2 minutes video, and we're done.
Solar energy can provide incredible value that saves and earns you money. Installing a solar power system not only adds value to your home, but it also gives you a way to turn sunshine into electricity. And sunshine is totally free. Imagine generating your own free electricity for your household from the power of the sun. Aren't you tired of paying for higher and higher electric bills? Start saving money every month on your utility bill by locking in what you pay for electricity for the next 25 years.
Solar energy can be the best investment in your home. According to a government study by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, installing a solar power system can increase your home's resale value by an average of 17% and also can help sell your home an average of 20% faster. Learn how you can switch to solar with zero money down. Over 95% of our customers pay no money out of pocket. Additionally, you could be eligible for federal and state rebates and credits that might help reduce the cost of your system even more.
Your solar system comes with a 25-year production guarantee. This isn't just a warranty that your panels will last 25 years, it's a guarantee of how much energy they will produce year after year for the entire 25 years. We monitor your system around the clock, and if we detect any shortfall in performance, we'll send someone out to fix it right away. And if the issue is something that we caused, we will reimburse you for 100% of the costs. Now that's a true guarantee. To learn more about how solar can help you save and earn money, fill out the form below to connect with the person who shared this information with you today.
Website, my solar page is solarusa.info, www.solarusa.info. Mr. Frank, I want to, we are already in the solar business, me and Mr. Julio, so we can be a little bit biased, obviously, right? So what did you like the best about that video? To me, that did it.
This is not the video I've seen before. Something most of companies have kind of a same thing. So it is nothing, because it's not like you are not the first time I'm talking to a solar company. I talked to them before.
Sure.
But obviously, I was not convinced or not able to start working with them.
Right.
But I still want to learn because being an engineer, a technical mind, I love
Yeah,
solar, but I still want to have more trust on solar before I do something. Before I have to convince myself so I can convince somebody else.
of course, of course. Well, gentlemen, I went unusually 5 minutes over. I want to thank Mr. Frank and our special guest, Mr. Julio, for giving us time. And we're definitely going to do this sometime again. Next week, I have credit repair specialist coming in my Wisdom Wednesday show. So I try to bring an expert from a different industry that touches the real estate industry, so people can get realtors, other realtors, and real estate individuals or consumers can get a better value. Our gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for your time and joining us, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you,
God bless.
Nasir. It's a
Take care.
privilege.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.